started tumbling out and gave away the game. Why would I doubt the stripy snout that always blabs away my pain? So with a hand on the hip, a purse of the lip, and all I got to say is I plead the fifth, a fifth of the whiz. I thought I'd try before I died. Let the spirits lift me up on high. I got any proof that I'm telling the truth, and that as it be, you may badger me. I tell you that I plead the fifth.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back. So, once again, as with the last three ones, this is part of the Laundry Day recording stream. I've broken them up into roughly 1 hour videos, so that's not too overwhelming for the upload to the YouTube. I love doing these and acting like anybody watches shit on the YouTube channel. It makes me feel good. You know, I know absolutely nobody watches this. I know nobody watches this, and I know nobody gives a shit about it. It just makes me feel nice to do it. So I am Boozy. As anyone watching live on Twitch knows, and all you probably know, nobody's coming across my shit naturally. Like you're there because you know I exist and you want to watch something I did. Welcome back for more Fallout New Vegas, Virile Violates Vegas, as we take Virile Humperdink, hopefully this time, into New Vegas proper. Well, not into New Vegas proper. There's a lot between getting to the area of New Vegas and getting into New Vegas that I'm just not going to do. Well, I'm not going to have time to do on today's stream. It's only going to go about another hour or so until the rest of the laundry's finished, and then I think we'll be calling it a day for today. I've been going by now for about 5 hours. So if you want to support the shit I do, you can always do it over at patreon.com/lawyersandliquor. You can subscribe to the channel, for I am a Twitch affiliate. Go over to twitch.com/boozybadger. Subscribe to the channel. You get into the Discord. Toss your bits all in my face if you're watching on Twitch at any point in time, or go to streamlabs.com/boozybadger, or the Ko-fi link down below, ko-fi.com/lawyersandliquor, and slide a tip into the bank account. Just the tip. I don't want to get pregnant. You can see the Ko-fi stuff now currently has a goal of $148.82. We're 20% of the way there. That is paying off cards, is what it basically is. You know, we're paying them. I pay a certain amount on each card each month, and this is just a way because we're doing the rollover method. So the second we pay one off, I take the money that's on that and I stick it onto the other one as well. So we're just going to change them off as each card gets paid off. We're going to update that down there, and anything coming into the Ko-fi for a while is going to just go directly to that, so that I can stop having monthly expenditures towards that. If you don't want to do any of the above, it's never required. You can always say, "Fat man, you're not getting my money." I do this because I like to hang out, have fun, enjoy myself, and hopefully entertain you all a little bit, not to get rich. So the best way to support me, as always, is continue to watch the stream. I am adjusting the brim on my Scally cap. I wear Boston Scally caps now. Size extra large if anybody's interested. Best way to support anything is to watch the streams, watch the videos, bring a friend next time, check out the live shows when I do them, tune in when I'm doing live streams or talkies and things like that. Listen to the podcast if I can never get my co-host to actually record it again. Read the website, lawyersandliquor.com, if I ever actually fucking start writing shit on it again. You know, all that stuff. Because without other people doing it, I'm just some fat guy screaming into the internet, which is what I am most of the time, but hey. So, last time, Virile Violates Vegas. This is for anybody watching on the Twitch stream live. You know what I'm about to say. Virile left Good Springs, went to the Mojave, saw Nipton was being killed by a murderous furry, went back, told an albino sniper about it, came back, went to Novak, got an old lady shot for selling a guy's wife, then took the killer with him to Camp Golf outside of New Vegas, where he turned a squad of misfits into some killers. And now, Virile, hopefully, after finishing on Camp Golf, will make his way even closer to New Vegas as we continue our wanderings through the wasteland. But before we get going, it is, as somebody said, my laundry reward shot time. I have every time, when I'm ending these streams, I'm going out, switching out laundry, bringing a box in, sitting here on stream and talking while folding the laundry. And then when we start the stream, I'm giving myself a little reward. My little reward is a shot of liquor. We started today with the Mystic, Heart of Mystic out of Cary, North Carolina bourbon. We finished that off. I only had about a shot left, and we moved on to another one that I had been drinking on apparently for the past. You can actually see this was like it was there maybe when we started the stream. It wasn't like I didn't drink an entire fucking fifth of this. Is what I'm getting at. This is Resurgent Bourbon Whiskey. Aged and bottled in Pennsylvania, USA, from Brandywine Branch Distillers. At the bottom right below that, it says distilled in Indiana, USA, meaning that this was actually distilled. The bourbon was distilled in Indiana, then barreled and transported to Pennsylvania, where it was put in the warehouse and then aged for the minimal amount of time required to call it a bourbon. Then, at which point, it was bottled in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, this is a younger bourbon. It came with it was supposed to be a small batch, like limited run batch number 377, but people learn that small batch whiskey sells, so that's kind of meaningless now, because everybody numbers their fucking bottles. This was a gift from someone, don't remember who. I know it was a gift because it reads in the note that was attached, "The world is on fire, so here is a Molotov." I've been having a little shot of this as a reward. It's a reward for doing the laundry. So, if you do have a glass, raise it. If you don't, pretend like you do. I don't like to drink alone. That's how you know you're an alcoholic. That's why I stream. So I'm not an alcoholic. Technically, I'm not drinking alone because there are at least a dozen people watching. So I'm not alone. I am only a social drinker. It's not my fault if my idea of social never evolved past the pandemic. So let's think of a toast. Yeah, I'm wearing the Scally Cap, and the Scally Cap is a fine. This is the Boston Scally Holiday 2. Not sponsored, would love to be sponsored by them. They never will. I don't have that type of following. But man, that'd be great, like getting free sample hats. Ooh. If you're watching Boston Scally, which you aren't, my size is XL. Call me. They actually, I was talking earlier, they had one called the Box of Chocolates that was really, really neat. I was talking about how it was going out of stock, and somebody looked for me earlier on stream, and yeah, they're completely out of my size. So I guess I have to see if they ever run that batch again. It was nice. I knew I should have fucking ordered it when I saw it. I knew I should have. But I'll find another one. I'll get like the Working Man, or one of the St. Patrick's Days ones that they do. But anyways, let's do a good toast. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May your journey be long and your trip home be short. And may you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Salute. That said, let's get back to some Virile Violates Vegas. Oh, look at that. Look at how good I am. Okay, so we just... streaming is being social. Like, yeah, in a way, I guess it is. I need to find more 308 rounds. I used one cheat code. The cheat code needed to give me enough caps to buy a large rifle. And I have been offered several times now.
A veteran ranger inspires awe. Stick around for when they get here, you'll see. If I live to earn the black armor, I can die a happy woman.
Somebody offered me the cheat code to give myself more 308 rounds. I just refuse to use it right now. That is very obviously Robert House standing at the legs of a giant fucking robot. If you all have been watching the Fallout series, you'll know that the Robert House that appears on everything isn't Robert House. That's not really a spoiler. They do it in the first fucking episode of the season. You find it. But I think it's kind of neat, to be honest. I love that I have a Lucky 38 VIP key card.
Hey.
Oh, hey! It's a hacking minigame! Let's see. What can we do? Spears, stores, spaced. Let's see. Let's do spared. Alright, so 2 of 6. S-P-A-R-E-D. So that doesn't work. S-T-S-P-A-E-A. Nope. S-P-E-A. S-P-E-A. Nope. S-P-E-A-R. S-P-A-R-E-D. That one works. S-P-A-R-E-D. That one does not, because that would have had 4. S-P-A-R-E-D. That one works. Starts works. S-P-A-R. S-P-A-R-E-D. Speaks works. S-P-A-R. Nope. Speaks doesn't. S-P-A-R. That doesn't. S-P-A-R-E-D. Nope. S-P-A-R-E-D. Stores and feared work so far. No, stores and starts work so far. I fucked up at some point. I know where I fucked up at. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, S-P-A-R-E-D. So fear doesn't work. Stores can't because it matches 3 letters to spared, not 2. S-P-A-R-E-D. Okay, starts can't. S-P-A-R-E-D. Speaks could. S-P-A, that can't. S-P-A-R. That doesn't match any of them. Stores doesn't work. S-P-A-R-E, that doesn't work. S-P-A, statue could. Crates, S-P-A-R-E, nope. S-P-A-R-E, nope. S-P-A-R. Guards could. P-A-R. That could. S-P-A-R. Nope. Okay, so we need to... There we go. So guards works. Hold on. G-U-A-R-D-S. Starts is 4. S-T-A-R-T-S. Nope. S-T-A. Nope. S-T-A. Nope. S-T-A-R. S-T-A-R-T-S. Okay. So S-T... RT are all good. Guards had 3 though. So ARS maybe? See. STATUS, no, STAT. STARTS. It starts head 4 right. STAR, no, STAR. No, STARTS, no. STARTS, no. STARTS, no. STARTS. There we go. Alright, I don't know what any of that did, but it did something.
We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on that. Hello? Controlling the Mojave makes me too wish for you.
Alright, let's see. Plenty of foodstuffs in here. But yeah, I've been doing a shit ton of laundry lately.
Hey.
I started the other day when Q was in Philly. 'Cause I'll just be honest, I don't know what to do with myself a lot of times when things are going on like that. So while Q was in Philly with all of that stuff going, I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, you know what I'm going to do then? I am going to... I'm going to do laundry. And I came downstairs and I started doing laundry. And I just haven't stopped really since. I've been doing it pretty much since Friday now. Or Thursday, really. And I'll probably keep doing it. I was planning on working from home on Monday. I got a call yesterday asking if I'd mind coming in because there's a filing thing, and it's in a county that I have a lot of experience with. So I'm going to be going in to assist with that. I tend to remember. When there are 5 people living in the house, I imagine laundry happens fairly often anyways. It does, and it piles up if it doesn't get done. But, you know, we've had a good amount going on. Plus, we've got stuff we're washing to get rid of, which sounds weird, but, you know, a lot of the Salvation Armies and stuff don't... Wow, there's a lot of empty syringes in this room. A lot of Salvation Army, Goodwill, a lot of the thrift stores don't really wash stuff before putting it back on the shelves. Yeah, and that's why we just kind of... So I'm washing a shitload of stuff right now. Oh, just a teddy bear. Sexy sleepwear. Yeah, I know they said the Rangers are staying here, but it really looks to me like the Rangers are using this as a place to cook meth and do drugs. Like, just throwing it out there, it doesn't really seem like they're doing good things here.
Hello?
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting before. What can I do for you?
What do you know about Kaiser?
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be. Except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Okay. Where'd he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All 3 of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How'd a follower wind up becoming Kaiser?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So that was the end of Graham?
It's not that clear cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
How's the NCR
It's
doing?
no secret we've had better campaigns. Holding this whole length of river isn't easy. We're stretched thin and the long 15 just keeps getting longer. Slow to get supplies, slower to get reinforcements. NCR's Senate has got funds tied up at the boneyard. And President Kimball ordered our most experienced rangers to chase ghosts down at Baja.
Why are funds tied up at the boneyard?
Senate elections are coming up. Local representatives don't want to push any more funding to the Mojave campaign because it's unpopular. Most of the folks around the boneyard haven't been to New Vegas and probably never will. All they know is that their money gets sucked away to this desert and their brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters die here.
What's going on in the Baja?
It's complicated. Goes way back. I told President Kimball that we need more rangers here. He accepted that, but took the most experienced ones and sent them south. Patrol rangers are good men and women, but we're about to fight a war.
What about the troopers?
You've seen it yourself. Some of them don't even have proper service rifles or armor. Our heavy infantry, power armor units, they're back in NCR territory protecting the interests of Brahmin barons against small-time raiders. Brahmin barons only have one vote at the ballot box, but they have a lot of money to throw around.
Let's talk about something
Shoot.
else. What's the Legion been up
Not
to?
too long ago, they took Nelson and Searchlight. They got some camps on the eastern shore of the Colorado, and the monstrosity on the hill across the lake. That's for Caesar. Some folks don't believe he's here yet, but you can tell. He's the eye of the storm. It all roils and spins around him. You don't have to see the man to see the effect he has.
Tell me about Nelson.
Nelson was barely set up. We had a big stretch of unprotected land between Forlorn Hope and Searchlight, and Nelson was the solution. A deaconess named Dead Sea took the place and caused a lot of damage.
What happened to Searchlight?
Searchlight was worse. One of Caesar's Frumentari must have found something in there. Flooded the whole camp with radiation. Shoot.
Tell me about the Rangers.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time. But at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
Any good stories to tell?
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers.
That must be something good the Rangers have done you proud
I
of.
guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways.
Don't know what I just
They built
skipped
this
past.
little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail.
Continue.
Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with 308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit.
Uh-huh.
They had planted an NCR flag over the well. They would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with 308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could, and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good.
What happened at Hoover Dam, Boulder City?
In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks.
Huh.
Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them.
So this is
Graham pulled
Exposition
the
Steve
remaining
here.
legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham. Adios. You've come back to see the chief. Folks around here call me the chief, but handling's just fine.
Uh-huh.
The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
How do you coordinate intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol Rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm Rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf. Then I or one of the other Rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Well, the ranger station send the intel directly to
Comm
the
Rangers
troopers.
might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Golf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel. Shoot.
That's it. All right. Well, that was something. I didn't get the 308 rounds I wanted. I thought there may be a store here. There does not appear to be one. Would have been nice. It's okay. Come up here and see if there's anything. This is there's the food shack. Nope, just a guy on guard duty. You know what? I'm going to, real quick, change my gun. So the varmint rifle does DPS. Yeah, Camp McCarran being the best place to buy a 308 does not surprise me. That means I have to locate Camp McCarran, though. And I think that's actually it all the way over there, but... the fuck are those? Other than... they're just bighorners. Is west-northwest of Gulf. Yeah, it's out towards here, I think. Matter of fact, that may be it right over there. I mean, one of them's got to be right here. I know it's near Vegas. So, like, we're generally heading in the right direction. The Aerotech Office Park. I feel like I shouldn't be going in here. I mean, I'm going to. Oh, I just crashed the game. I'm glad I saved first. Right? Like, I'm really glad I saved. This doesn't look as bad as I thought.
Welcome, brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'd forgotten he was a ghoul.
Poor lost souls, most of them. They thought to come to New Vegas and find their fortunes on its shining strip. But the journey is often long, and the price to enter the city is steep. Those who could not pay ended up here, hoping to earn the caps they need. Some find honest labor, but more fritter away what little they've saved on crooked gambling and cheap liquor. Still, I minister to them as I can. I give what aid and comfort I can. I have medical knowledge thanks to my time with the followers.
That's noble of you.
I only do what I can to help.
Goodbye.
Farewell, friend.
Hello. Something I can help you with, stranger?
Who are you?
Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp.
What exactly
This
is this
here's where
place?
folks go when their luck runs out. Drifters up from the Republic, locals that can't turn a dime, drunken reprobates from all around. And if you don't have the caps to get onto the Strip, odds are you'll end up here.
Sounds like a chaotic place. Is there any way I can
Well,
help?
I am a little short-staffed. Maybe you could give me a hand. Some people have gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of violence or heard about any feuds. They just up and vanished. And I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. I just can't prove it.
What can you tell me about the missing
They never
people?
seem to have much in common. That's why I didn't notice it sooner. Young folks, old folks, men, women, all disappearing. I remember a family with a little blonde girl. She never talked much, but she always carried this little stuffed teddy bear.
Nope. Can you remember
Seem to
anything
recall a
else?
lot of them did business with those scavengers over on the west side. Dermot and St. James.
Tell me about this Keith.
Keith's a two-bit hustler. He runs a gambling operation out of his shack. Ask me, he wins way too often to be playing fair. I suspect he's running drugs, too. I just can't prove it. Maybe you can find something. Talk to him, poke around his shack, something. See ya.
I'm not really sure I've been to the Aerotech Office Park before. This is a new one for me.
Evening. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Who are you?
My name's Frank Weathers. I'm a farmer, got a few hundred acres near Junktown. Well, I was a farmer. I guess I'm not much of anything now.
Why'd you come all the way out
Why
to New
does
Vegas?
anybody? I thought I'd strike it rich at the tables, make my fortune, and never have to plow those damn fields again. I just wanted to provide for my family, and now they're gone. All gone. God forgive me.
What happened to your family?
We were crossing the Mojave, not far from Searchlight, when a band of Caesar's Legion slavers came out of nowhere. They took my family.
I'm sorry. Can I help?
You'd do that for a complete stranger? Thank you, my friend. The Army says they don't have the available manpower, as if the city is more important. From what I've gathered from NCR Rangers, they were most likely taken to Cottonwood Cove. You might start there.
What do you know
They're
about
cannibals,
the Legion?
slavers, and worse. I hear rumors they're poised to overrun the entire Colorado River Valley, and even the Army won't be enough to stop them. One of the officers here, or at Camp McCarran, might be able to tell you more. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not too sure I've seen the Aerotech Office Park before. Well, there's plenty of ammo in here. A lot of 357 ammo. Apparently everybody at this office park just packed heat. mean, there's a lot of stuff around here. How this place wasn't picked over previously, I don't know. You really think it would have been? Oh, wow. Well, I can repair my gun at least. Let's see. Okay, so this is where everybody lives. Other these junkies are apparently just fine with me wandering through their home and taking shit.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Oh, did they put the monorail back to work? Are they your guys? And did they put the monorail back to work? Is this like Keith's place because there were marked cards?
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Oh my god.
Hey there. Fancy a game of Caravan?
I've run some cons in my day. One club bastard to another. What
You know how
check?
they say you make your own luck? Well, let's just say I make mine with a little extra ink on the cards.
Marked cards, huh? A little bit obvious, not
Hey,
bad.
it's not like I use them all the time. Mostly I keep them in my shack until I see a really fat score roll into town. Come on.
Is that the guy I need to talk to over there? Yeah, there he is.
Evening. Have you found out what happened to those missing refugees?
I got evidence. Katie's used...
Marked cards, huh? I suppose it's obvious, really. Here, you've earned this. I'm gonna go take Keith into custody. If you're interested in a little extra pay, I wouldn't mind backup.
Sure, I'm in. Why
Glad
not?
to have you. Let's go. Just stick close. In the name of the NCR, I'm placing you under arrest for illicit gambling.
Fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Come quietly now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
Why don't you go cry to your wife then? Oh, that's right. She left your worthless, stinking ass.
You son of a bitch! Well, that was a bit messier than I would have liked. Is there anything else?
That might have been a tad excessive.
Maybe, maybe not. I always warned him not to push my buttons. Well, ain't nobody gonna miss him anyways. Here you go. I promised you an extra reward for coming along, so that's what you get.
Wow. That was certainly a decision that he made. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, my thought process... Wait 12 hours. Was to see what this was. I don't think I've ever actually found the Aerotech Park before. I mean, like, I probably had. I just had never gone into it. I think this is actually Camp McCarran right here. Isn't it? Hey, maybe not.
Hello. Is there something I can do for you?
What do you do right here?
I'm a private in the NCR Army, and I've been proudly serving for 2 years now. Although, if you were to ask what I'm doing right this instant, I'm patrolling the farms. It's a safe post, but a little boring. I do get to take shots at marauding mole rats every once in a while, and that's always fun.
I could use some
I'll help
directions.
you if I can. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for work. I'm looking to buy and sell
The
things.
Crimson Caravan. But if you're in the market for guns, go see the gun runners. They're expensive, but they have stuff no one else carries.
I'm looking for work.
Well, I know Major Daughtry is offering bounties on some of the Fiends. That's the gang that controls the southeast part of the city. You can find the Major at the camp just outside of the old airport.
I need a doctor.
There's a medic at Camp McCarran, but I've also heard there's... Bye.
All right. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going there. I am not sure where the airport is. There's something over here. Those are the gun runners. I recognize this area.
Hello. I don't handle buying and selling for the gun runners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
So you work for the
For
gun
around
runners?
5 years now. I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff.
Who are the gun runners?
Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories.
Any chance I get a
None
tour of the gun
whatsoever.
runner factory?
A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from
Who's in
out
charge?
here. We don't working for the.
All right.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
I most certainly do.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Oh, they've got all the nice stuff. Do they have my fuck everything rifle, though? There's the hunting rifle, lever action shotgun, a ripper, a silenced pistol, a single shotgun, the sleepy time, the two-step goodbye, and the varmint rifle. What do they have? The revolver, the magnum, some machine gun, grenade launcher, 5.56 pistol, the 9mm, the anti-materiel rifle. That's the baby. The anti-materiel rifle is the one I may. Because that's the baby. That's the one that I called my fuck everything gun. We'll think about whether or not I need it. What do I have to sell, if anything? Well, I'm definitely gonna change that and put Virile and let's see what we got here. How are you getting inside
This
there?
kiosk was special.
That's
all. This is the new.
Alright.
Come.
So the anti-materiel rifle was the baby gun. That's the one I last time referred to as my fuck everything. Look at that handsome baby. You always gotta, when you're doing screenshots, you always gotta choose the one that's gonna give you the least flattering angle. Alright, so if I remember correctly, yep, there was an entrance to the Vegas Strip right over here. I think that's the Crimson Caravan right there. McCarran's on the other side of everything. So we will go into Freeside.
Yes. Hey, buddy, spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Are you soliciting me?
Ha ha ha. Oh, that's rich. You're not exactly my type. No offense. No, I meant I could give you a tip. Earn my money, so to speak.
Sure, here you go.
The first thing you should know is that Freeside, their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new... I've heard the Garretts over at the Atomic Wrangler are an enterprising person like... What do you say? Want another tip?
Yeah.
East of Freeside. No one knows for sure what's in there, though. That one... I heard something about a town south of here being attacked, which means either the... I got more... Caught a rumor the other day that... I
mean, I did give him a bunch of stuff.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby. I'm sure I'll hear about you again soon.
He sells drugs, and this is Ralph's.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick.
You offer any other services?
I only offer services if...
Must have something on the side.
All right. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, what do you...
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Here
take
you go.
that.
Come back anytime.
So now I've got the passport. And now
Welcome to
I'll talk
Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general...
Do you have any special items?
Do you work for one of the casinos?
No.
In that case, yes, I do. Follow me.
Oh, that's like I have to pass a speech check.
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
Got a lot of 308 rounds. I'll take those. Oh, he's got 50 cal. The Embrace of the Mantis King, a katana, a little devil. Sawed-off shotguns, silenced pistols. Naughty nightwear. Well, we'll take that so that I can get some help at the casinos. Because Virile may get the Desperado cowboy cap, but only after he goes into Vegas proper.
Found you.
Come on.
Come on.
Because the thing to remember is Virile started this game with 9 luck.
We're gonna have rat tonight.
Tarkin, it is morning where you are. It is about 6 p.m. where I am. That is not the security checkpoint to get into Vegas. This is, I believe. It's also summer here, yeah.
Really dead. Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the...
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange?
I'd like to exchange NCO.
How many chips would you like? Here's your chip. How many chips would you like? Here's your chip. Enjoy your...
Now. Where is it? Naughty Nightwear plus 1 luck. Go over to the stats for Virile. His luck is now 10. Maxed out luck. And he looks so sexy. And now we will save. And go play some blackjack. $20. I will stay. It's a push. 19 hit. 20 stay. Six hit. 16 hit. 21. Hey, honey.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
I made it to Vegas.
Yay.
19. We will stay. Once again, just reminding everybody, Virile, double down! Damn, I lost 400 chips. 15, 14, 21. Virile's luck is at 10. Double down. Nope, 22. 13 hit. 19 stay. Blackjack. $17. 21. $10. Split them. 15 hit. 17 hit. 18. Switch hands. 18. Stay. Look at that shit. 14, 20, stay. 18, stay. There's 8, hit. 18, stay. 14, 24. There we go. 20, stay. 20, stay. 11. There we go. 21. 20. Stay. Push. 20. Double down. Oh shit, it worked. $18 will stay. $11 and 11 hit. 20 hit. 21.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange?
I'd like to exchange caps for chips. I'd like to turn to my chips.
In what currency would you like your payout? Non-caps currencies will have fractions paid out in caps.
I'll take my payout in caps.
Caps it is. Will there be anything else? Yep.
And that is where we'll end for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining me. If you've been here throughout the entire day, thank you so much. It's been great to have you here. However, I feel that I have done enough fucking laundry today. I'm going to run out. I'm going to get us some sodas, and then we are going to watch TV the rest of the night. I will be back tomorrow. We will either be playing a game, or we will be having our coffee stream. It just depends on how Q is feeling and if we have to take a kid to work. Look for us at about 3 p.m. for that. And until then, if you like the stuff I do, you want to support me, you can do that over at patreon.com/LarsonLike. You subscribe to the channel. Today's the last day to do it for the month of January. We're a little over halfway to the sub goal that we always put out there, but we never make. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, you can go to twitch.tv/BoozyBadger and subscribe to there. You can toss your bits in my face if you're over on Twitch, or go to streamlabs.com/BoozyBadger or the Ko-fi link right there below me. And slide a tip into the bank account, or do none of the above. Just come back, enjoy the stream next time. See me when I'm doing a live show. I'll be at First Squared next weekend, so I hope to see you there if you're going to be there doing a bunch of stuff. You can listen to the podcast, read the website, or the special stuff we do when we do it. Until then, though, I am Boozy. You are not. Thank you so much for joining me today, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, folks.
As it be, baby, to me, I tell you that I